What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Alright, so look, I'm not a big fan of either Cardi B or Offset. I'm not really in tune with hip hop culture. Haven't been probably for at least a decade. You know what I'm saying? Really have an issue more with Cardi B than anything. But just saw an article. I'll put a link to it in the pinned comment in the comment section. Even though I have an issue with both of these individuals, and the music, especially Cardi B, the music that they put out and the agenda and all that. While I have an issue with all of that, and I do agree that some of the stuff they say is not kid friendly or family friendly per se, I still got to call BS on this. So we all know, since the Super Bowl, McDonald's has been pushing these two as like the face of McDonald's. The Cardi B and Offset campaign, right? To bring in younger people. And apparently it's working, right? Matter of fact, I would say since, as a kid, since at least the early 90s, I've noticed, maybe even the late 80s, somewhere in that time period, I've noticed that McDonald's has began to cater more to the black community, or quote unquote the urban community. And it's worked because most young people that I know tend to eat at McDonald's more than Burger King, tend to eat at McDonald's more than Wendy's. Now some of it has to do with the fact that there's just so many McDonald's, but they just tend to eat there. Not that it's the healthiest food in the world, but anyway, a lot of people who own franchises are having an issue. They're having a big time issue with this campaign because they believe that they're not good for business. The two. Fortune reports that some of the brand's franchisees are making a stink about the partnership with the hip hop superstars on the basis their music includes profanity that isn't, quote, family friendly. They're even quoting the corporation's, quote, Golden Arches Code, which states, quote, partnerships with celebrities and influencers that have potential risk to damage our brand based on statements they have made or their positions on certain issues, quote, aren't permitted. Another section of the code says, quote, music partnerships associated with content that includes offensive language and the lyrics, quote, are also forbidden. And, they want McDonald's to end the partnership. But McDonald's isn't going to do that. Like I said, it's been working, whatever. My thing is this. I suspect that many of the people that have a problem with them probably live in states like Idaho, Wyoming, Kansas, Arizona, to an extent. I don't know. I just have this sinking suspicion that a lot of them live in, maybe that they were having the biggest problems, live in rural Mississippi. Just a guess. Not all of them. I'm just saying. I just have a feeling some of them live in those areas. My thing is, didn't McDonald's have a commercial that featured Chrissy Teigen? Right? Now, I can't prove all this, but Chrissy Teigen's been saying over the years, been saying some very weird things on social media. if you know what I'm talking about. So much so that in the midst of the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, who apparently she was friends with, who apparently her and her husband John Legend visited the island several times, and they're friends with people who have dubious past. I'm just saying, didn't she have to delete like 28,000 emails that were questionable? And this is a woman who was saying things that on social media that were just disgusting. I'll just put it like that. But I didn't see any franchisees bring a stink about that. Now, Charles Barkley has said things that are controversial. I'm not saying he's a music artist, but he said things that are controversial. I didn't really see anybody raise a stink about that. So at the end of the day, I think this is just more of a culture war type thing, man. Whatever. Stupid to me. I'm not really necessarily trying to defend it. I'm just saying, I just think that the motivation is stinky. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it really holds in the ground. They just run into the rule book. But come on, man. Every time you run to the rule book, you're just looking for an excuse for pushing your agenda, because more than likely the real agenda is about something else. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it.